Hi friend, I just wanted to take a minute to invite you to our Lash Biz Babes Experience 2026. This is a one-day all online event happening on May 2nd, and our theme for the year is going all in. We are shaking things up and doing it differently than anyone ever has before. This is going to be an all online event as usual, but it's going to be 100% a curated journey throughout your day as we guide you through the mindset, strategy, and passion needed to go all in on your business to make it your best year in business yet. All lash artists, estheticians, and beauty professionals are invited to join us. There will be guided sessions, interactive workshops, a panel discussion, and big giveaways happening throughout that whole day. And tickets are on sale now for only $199. Payment plans are available. Let's go all in on our businesses for 2026 together. All the details and the link for tickets are down in the show notes below. I would love to have you join us online in May.
Welcome to another episode of Lash Biz Babes, the podcast for solo beauty business owners who want to build a full clientele and create a business and life that they truly love. My name is Erica. I'm your host. I'm a lash artist turned beauty business coach and lash educator. And today we're going to be talking about the top 6 reasons why you're not booking clients online right now. Now, this is one of the biggest struggles that I see beauty business owners dealing with, as they're like, I'm using social media, I'm posting online, I'm promoting myself, I'm offering specials, but I'm not getting any clients booking, or I'm not getting very many clients booking. Maybe you want to get more clients booking online. So today we're going to do some troubleshooting, and I'm going to share with you 6 different reasons why you're not booking more clients online right now, and what you can do to shift that to start booking more clients. And make sure to listen to the end of the episode, because I've been teasing about a really exciting announcement that I have coming up, and I'm sharing that really exciting announcement with you today exclusively on the podcast. So listen in to the end so that you can hear what it is. These are going to be in no particular order, but as always, let's just jump right into it. So the very first one seems pretty simple, but it is often overlooked by beauty business owners, and it is so important if you want to book clients on social media. So that is that your page is missing your location. Clients need to be able to see where your business is located so that they know if you're in their area or if you're in an area that they're willing to travel to have their beauty services done. So any social media page and your website online for your business that you are trying to actively use to get clients on needs to have your business location on it, whether that's TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Google, your website, your booking site, whatever it is, it needs at least, at minimum, this city that you offer services out of. You could also put like the full address of your studio. Obviously, if you're in like a home studio or you don't want to give out the full address right away, then you don't have to do that if you don't want to, but you at least need the city that you offer services out of listed on your page, because if they're like, I can't decide where she's located, they're not going to go digging for it. They're probably not even going to message you about it. They're just going to move on to the next person. So make sure that every social media page you have has your location listed in a very easily and obviously found spot. The next reason is not having online booking or relevant booking information. So honestly, with booking clients online, having online booking makes a huge difference. I used to be someone that was super resistant to wanting to use it because my schedule wasn't always the same. I wanted control over who could book with me. I wanted control over my schedule. I had all these reasons why I shouldn't use online booking. But then when I finally made this switch, it literally made such a big difference that there's no way I could ever go back after that. And a reason why I preach and teach it so hard, because it really does make a difference. It's so much easier and convenient for clients to book with you right then and there when they're already actively looking to book with somebody, versus them finding you, having to message you or text you and wait for a response and go back and forth on services and prices and availability and like actually booking. It is just a really streamlined way of getting clients, and they can book with you any time of day. Doesn't matter if it's like midnight. I've literally had people book with me at like 4 a.m. before on using my online booking. So it really just makes the process so much easier for them, and because of that, makes it a lot more likely for you to book clients easier and faster. And it's also not only easier for clients, but it's also easier for you as you manage your clientele, because with a few clients, it might not be that difficult to book people in, reschedule, cancel appointments for people. But as you build your clientele and you have like 20, 30, 40 plus clients, online booking will be your best friend to manage your schedule and manage all the cancellations and rescheduling and just all the booking of it. So online booking, I really do highly recommend it, but you don't have to use it if you don't want to, and it's your beauty business. You get to decide what works best for you. So if you don't want to use online booking for whatever reason it is, then you still need to have relevant booking information on your social media pages or wherever you're trying to attract clients on. So any of that information that you normally would find on online booking, your services, the descriptions, the prices, like your service hours, that all needs to be on your social media pages. So like on Instagram, you could put that in your highlights. Facebook makes it really easy for you to add like service information in and your full service menu on there, similar to online booking. So you have social media platforms that have features where you can be showcasing this booking information for people, because they need to be able to find that information that they would be looking for to book an appointment with you very easily and obviously. Otherwise, they could potentially move on to someone else without messaging you first. So that's also important. Even if you do have online booking, like you can still be adding that relevant booking information to your social media platforms where it can be really easily found and easily available for people, so that you have a better chance of booking clients and getting them that information that they are looking for. So the next reason is you're trying to attract anyone and everyone in your marketing. So this really comes down to like your content, and just like, to give you an example, this would be like if you were standing in a crowd of really loud people trying to get people to book services with you, and you're just yelling out to the crowd, trying to get anyone and everyone to book with you, but you're not getting anywhere and you're not getting any bookings because no one can hear you, no one can understand you, and no one knows that you're there because there's so much other noise going on around you. Versus if you were in that same crowd of loud people and you were speaking one-on-one to the people next to you and really telling them why you'd be a good option for a service provider, what they're going to love about coming to you, why they're going to love your services, these types of things that are going to speak directly to who they are as a person, it's going to get you more bookings by speaking directly to them. So that's the same thing with your content online. If you're trying to speak to anyone or everyone, trying to just get whoever you can to book with you, doesn't matter if you have to discount your prices, it doesn't matter if you have to come in at 8 p.m. on a Saturday night, have done that before, highly don't recommend it, or whatever it is, you're just really bending over backwards for people to get anyone in. It's going to be a lot more difficult to build a consistent, solid, like clientele that really respects you, versus if you utilize your content to really speak one-on-one to the kinds of clients that you want to have book with you. So, you might think you want anyone and everyone to book with you, but really, do you want the people who just want a deal? Do you want the price shoppers? Do you want the rule breakers? The people who are going to show up late? The people who are going to like disrespect you and not value you or your experience or your time? Because at least for myself, I know I don't want clients like that. So I want my content to speak to the level of clients that I actually want, because there are different levels of clients out there. So if you want those clients who are going to respect you and pay your prices and, show up on time and all of these things, that would make a person a good client, then you want your content to be speaking directly to that kind of client. And so this kind of ties back into the last couple episodes. We've talked about content ideas, and really this is just about like stepping up your content, like taking it to the next level versus just posting pictures of your work, like really fully capturing what it's like to be a client of yours and putting it out as content into the world and out to your local potential clients, and really saying like, this is what the experience is going to be like. This is what the quality is like. This is what it's like to be a client of mine. Here's the transformation it's going to make for you. Here's the solutions it's going to offer you to your day-to-day problems, like really capturing that all in there. So if you need some content ideas for that, I have a free content guide. It's 26 social media content ideas for beauty professionals. I'll put the link for the free download in the show notes below if you haven't already snagged it from the last couple episodes. But it's really good. It has some really great content ideas for you to just take your content to the next level and really decide like who you're speaking to and speak to a higher level of client than just like anyone out there who could potentially book with you. So really focusing in on who your ideal clients are and creating content that's going to speak directly to them will help you book clients online more. And the next one is kind of ties back into the online booking thing, but just having like an overcomplicated website or booking site, like it's confusing to figure out how to book with you. It's confusing to figure out what to book with you. And it's just generally overwhelming. So it makes them hit the exit button and go on to the next person. So to give you some examples of these, like if they go onto your website and there's fonts and colors that are not legible, that's going to be a turnoff for them. If it's not easily readable, if it's just too much information presented at once, like I've been on a few different like beauty professionals websites where it's like everything you could possibly want to know about booking with them right on the very first screen, and it's so many words, it's like one giant paragraph, like it's really overwhelming and too much information, too confusing, and it's just going to be a turnoff for clients. And so the next one is just like being confused on what to book, like which service to book. If you have a bunch of different services listed, are they able to decide like which service is going to be the best for them? So for example, with lashes, there's like classic lashes, hybrid, volume, mega volume. Some people even have listed out like wispy volume, light volume, like doll eye volume, like the actual mapping type. And it's just too much. It's like overwhelming. It's overcomplicated. And potential clients really don't know that much about beauty services. They just know, okay, I want this end look. Now, which one of these is going to get me that? And they don't always know that. So you want to keep your service menu really simple, straightforward, and detailed to the point where they're able to decide like, okay, is this going to be the best service for me? Who is this service best for? Who is it not a good option for? What end look is this going to achieve? And any other like relevant details that you would need to know about that service ahead of time. And just making it really simple and understandable for people because, for example, with like nails, gel versus acrylic, like which one's going to be better for people? Or like hair, to give you an example with this, like when hairstylists use terms like teasy lights and all these other like fancy cutesy little names that I see used very often, like me as someone who's not a cosmetologist, I do not understand that whatsoever, and I have no idea what a teasy light is. So if your service menu just says something like teasy lights and doesn't give a description or explain to me in understandable words like what that is and why I would want to get it or what end look that's going to achieve, I'm not going to book it because I don't know what it is. It's confusing, it's overwhelming, and I'm going to move on to someone else who explains it better, who I understand their service menu, because I want to make sure I'm going to book the right service, right? And another example, going on just not having service descriptions. If you're just putting like classic, hybrid, volume, like potential clients don't always know the difference between those, and they're not going to know which one to book. So to give you an example of this, I in the past had booked with a massage therapist whose website had listed out like didn't have service descriptions. It just said like 40 minutes, 60 minutes. And so I thought it was just like the same service, different lengths of time, and had booked one of them. And when I went in, realized and found out that it was actually two different massage services. And had I known that, I wouldn't have booked the one that I did. So it's really important in not only being able to book more clients, but to be able to retain more clients, that they understand what they're booking ahead of time so that hopefully it's the correct service, because even though I still had a really good experience with that massage therapist, it was still a really great service. It wasn't what I was wanting, and that could potentially lose you a client in the long run. And so you want to make sure that your service descriptions really convey like who is this for? What's the end look? Like, what is it? In terms that are going to be understandable to them, because we use industry lingo all the time. Potential clients don't. So it needs to be easy and understandable. So really just be thinking about your online booking or your booking process in general from a potential client's point of view. Is it easy? Is it straightforward? Is it detailed? Is it understandable? Like, go through it and look at it from a potential client's point of view and see if there's anything that might be confusing for them or overwhelming for them or not detailed enough for them. Or, how can you make it easier and more understandable for them? Because the easier and more convenient and understandable and simple that your booking process and your online booking is, the more clients you're going to be able to book from it. The next one is you're getting price shopped. Now, obviously, this isn't something we do to ourselves intentionally. I don't think anyone necessarily wants to get price shopped. But usually what happens with this is that you're only giving them like your service names and your prices to decide whether or not they're going to book with you. And this isn't necessarily on your online booking website, but in like your social media posts and your content online, or like the way that you're responding to people on like Facebook posts looking for lash artists, where if you're just like, oh, like I do volume lashes, here's my prices. Or I do blonding services, here's my prices. And you're just giving them like service names, prices. They can find multiple other service providers who offer those same services. And if all they can find is service names and prices from people, they're going to end up price shopping and picking the lowest one, or somewhere like maybe someone in the middle. So if you want especially to book like clients who are willing to pay higher prices, you've got to start conveying more about your business than just your service names and prices, and telling them like why you're the one to book with, what it's going to be like as a client of yours, what the experience is like, what the quality is like giving them more to decide whether or not they're going to book with you. And this can be like on your website, this can be in your social media content, this can be in your responses to people who are looking for a service provider in your area. Like, really start thinking about, if you had like half a sheet of paper to write things down about you and your business to help someone decide if they're going to book with you or not, like, would you just write down like, I do volume lashes, here's my prices, and hope that that's going to help them want to book with you? Or are you going to be like, okay, I use a really comfortable recliner, I customize your sets to you, I do X, Y, and Z to make the service custom to you, I do this is what my clients love about coming to me. I have complimentary drinks like water or whatever it is that you do for your clients. Like, you would be talking more about those things and you would be selling yourself, right? So that's the same thing with your social media content and with your website and any other place you're trying to like get clients on, is really taking it to that next level and explaining and letting them know like what's that transformation is going to be like. Why is it going to make their day-to-day life better? And that way you can avoid getting price shopped online. It's just giving them more to decide whether or not they should book with you. And that way they can really decide like that you are the one to book with and that you're the go-to artist in their area. So that is number 5, and the last one we're going to be talking about today, and I feel probably is arguably one of the most important or one of the biggest reasons why you're not getting very many or any clients booking with you online, is that you're not getting seen by local potential clients online. You're not getting found in their searches. You don't have local followers. They don't know that your business exists, right? And so this really comes down to deciding what platforms are my potential clients on? What are they using? Where are they looking for me at? Does my business show up in those spaces? Is my business searchable on those platforms? And, like on Instagram, especially Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, like, do you have local people following your pages? Do you have local people who could actually potentially book an appointment with you, seeing your posts, seeing your stories, seeing what you're putting out there? Because if it's just your family and friends, if it's just other lash artists you found in like follow for follows, if it's just like lash manufacturers or spam accounts, like, it's not going to make a difference for you in building your clientele. And this is why I preach like that the amount of followers you have, the amount of likes and comments that you get are all just vanity metrics, because someone can have thousands and thousands of followers and still have a hard time building their clientele if it's not the right people, if it's just random accounts following them. That's why you can have like 300 people who are like people who live in your area and who are potential clients following you, and really build your clientele successfully from a low amount of followers. So it really comes down to like who's following you, who's viewing your content, and are you getting seen online by local potential clients? Because that's who you need to be reaching in your content and on social media if you want to build your clientele online. So if you're feeling like you're not getting seen by local potential clients, if you're feeling like you don't have local followers, really start to think about like, how can I be getting in front of them every day? Like, what hashtags would they be looking for me under? Where are they looking for lash artists or hairstylists on Facebook? Like, am I showing up in their searches? Like, how can I make my page more searchable? Like, start thinking about these things and doing like one little thing every day to get in front of local people online. And that will really make a difference for you. So that's number 6. That's our final one for today. And, truly, when I used to struggle with building my clientele on social media, these were all mistakes that I was making. And really being able to shift those and helped me to be able to build my clientele a lot faster, especially when I moved towns and I focused on all these things particularly, and was able to build my clientele in less than 6 months because of it. So that's how I know that these are issues, because I personally experienced them myself. I've coached students through them. I've helped students through them. And social media really comes down to just like fine-tuning things and tweaking things, because you're likely already doing some really great things to attract clients online, but then it's just coming down into like fine-tuning it and tweaking it and reaching the right people with it. So I hope you found these 6 reasons helpful. And, if you're really struggling with booking clients on social media, I hope that you found something to be able to take away from this episode today and implement it right away. And so hopefully you can start getting results a lot faster on social media. So if you're someone who wants to go full-time in your beauty business, you want to get booked out, you want to build a full clientele using social media, I have something so exciting that I finally get to share with you guys. I've been teasing about this big project that I've been working on behind the scenes, and today's finally the day that I get to share it with you. So I've been working on this huge online course called Booked Out Blueprint, and it's for solo beauty business owners who want to master using social media to book beauty clients so that you can build a full return clientele, spend less time online, and make more money. So, back when I first started out solo, I really struggled with building my clientele. And, when I finally started getting it going and finally started feeling good about my clientele, we ended up moving, and I had 0 clients. I rented out this tiny little room in a town where I didn't know anyone, and because of social media, I could cry. I'm not going to cry, but I could cry. Because of social media, I was able to build my clientele in less than 6 months, and that truly has changed my business. It's changed my life. It's changed everything for me, and I'm so excited to be able to just put everything into this course and be able to just dump all my knowledge into it and be able to really help and support you along the way so that you can learn how to market yourself on social media and attract loyal, high-paying clients and really become that beauty business owner, that one that is fully booked out and in demand and the go-to person in your area, and just truly get to do what you love every day and make money doing it and, have a thriving and successful beauty business. So that's what Booked Out Blueprint is all about. It's coming out the end of October, but the wait list for it opens today. So if you're like, this is for me, this sounds amazing, I'm going to have the link for the wait list in the show notes on the podcast, and it's also going to be in the link in my bio on Instagram so that you can get on the wait list and hear exactly when it's going to come out. I'm going to need a few testers to go through the course and give me some feedback here in a couple of weeks. So if you're on the wait list, that's who I'm going to give the option to do that first at a discounted rate. So get on the wait list if you're interested. I'm obviously going to be talking about this a lot more. And if you really want to learn how to use social media to build your clientele, like this is going to be the course for you, like full stop. It's going to have everything in it. And I just seriously can't wait to share more about it with you and to get it out into the world. But for now, go get on the wait list, and I will talk to you guys again next week.